Morning guys, how are you? Do you have a lovely Easter? Yeah, it wasn't as warm as we wanted it to be, was it? It was pretty cold, but hubby and I did our front garden and tied up some of the back and did some general jobs. So it was busy, but it was nice, especially as we have to stay home, aren't we? I know. Anyway, today's recipe, you're going to think, hang on a minute, you're called Slimming Inspirations for You, but this isn't a slimming recipe. No, it's not. And the reason being is it's about slimming inspirations. You don't have to not eat nice things just because you're trying to keep your weight down. It's all about moderation. And if you deprive yourself of everything that's nice, you are never ever going to stick to a healthy diet. You're really not. And guess what? Yeah, the dog's starting to eat. They've been eating all morning, but now they choose to eat again. So I've thought today I'm going to make a banana and chocolate cake because I've got some bananas left over from last week that have turned and I won't eat them like that, so they have to be cooked. And hubby likes chocolate. And also I thought, do you know what, I'm going to put a little surprise in it for him. Now from my point of view, I'm only going to have small slices very occasionally. So for me, I can still watch what I'm eating and enjoy something very, very indulgent, and it is going to be indulgent, okay guys? Now, I'm not on Slim World anymore. I don't pay my monthly subscription, so unfortunately I can't work out the sins because I don't have the app anymore, but I will put the ingredients at the end of this video for you so you can work it out for yourself. Is that okay? So you're going to need a loaf tin and some bananas and some cocoa powder, not drinking cocoa powder, but cooking cocoa powder, and a few more staples from your store cupboard. So let me show you what I'm going to make and how I'm going to make it. Right, so the first thing I need to do is get my bananas, and I've got two here. Like I said, they have turned. They are far too ripe for me to eat any other way than in a cake or something like that. So there's the first one. In fact, so much so this one is actually split. What also amazes me, they split when they get too ripe, but they don't go brown. That's just really odd. Maybe I have to Google why that happens. Right, so there's my two bananas going in there. And all I'm going to do is stick them in the whisk and just mash them up way. And then I'm going to show you what else I need to... Oh, just banged you. See what else I need to do. Right, so while my bananas are mashing, I'm going to put the dry ingredients together. So first of all, I'm going to need some self-raising flour, so 175 grams. And then I need some caster sugar. Again, another 175 grams of caster sugar. Should have got the lid off everything, shouldn't I, ahead of this? So. There we go, perfect. And then I'm going to need some cocoa powder, so 4 tablespoons. Like I said, I'm not drinking powder. This has to be cooking cocoa powder. And I do apologise, that's my phone beeping. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. Okay. And I'm just going to give that all a good mix round together. Mash any lumps in my sugar. Should sift it, I know. But once it's been whisked, it does all break down anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Just give it a good mix. So there we go, perfect. Right, I can now go back and start building my liquid ingredients together first. And the reason I'm doing the dry before I start concentrating on the liquid is that I want to get this into the liquid as quickly as possible to keep the air in it once I've started getting the air in. So let's whiz back over to my mixer. Right, so my bananas are mashed. Now I've got 2 full eggs and 1 just egg yolk in here, which I'm just going to tip in. And I'm just going to pop that in and whisk that up. Right, so to that I'm going to add 100 millilitres of oil and 50 millilitres of skimmed milk. So make sure I get all that in. I mean, you could use full cream milk if you want to, although this isn't a diet recipe because it's going to be so chocolatey. I just feel better knowing I put skim milk in rather than full fat. But it's your choice ultimately. So just going to give that a whisk. Now I need to add in my dry ingredients, so I'm going to add them in a little bit of a time. So about a third there. Let me just put that down. Then I'm going to add in some more. About another third. Okay, and then mix it again. And then I'm going to add the rest of my dry ingredients. And give that another whisk. Just going to make sure that all the dried ingredients from the side is mixed in well. Got a lovely, lovely, lush batter here. So I'm going to add into this, and again this is optional, some chocolate chips. So I'm just going to put in just a little handful of these dark chocolate chips. But the magic ingredient is going to be some Rolo. So how many Rolos you use is up to you. I'm only going to use 1 packet. They are 2.5 sins a Rolo. So if you're working your sins out, I do know that much. And you get in each packet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Rolos. There you go. So if you want to do the maths, you can do that. And then what I'm going to do is just going to take my mixer off there, give it a shake, get all the goodness out. We don't want to waste any. This is where you'd lick it as a kid, isn't it? I'll stick it in the bowl quickly before I do. And then, do you remember I said I had some egg whites which I've slightly whisked? So I'm just going to pop those in. Just want to add some air to this now. Okay. And all I'm going to do is just gently fold all this mixture together, trying to keep as much of those egg whites fluffy. Perfect. And all I now need to do is to pop this inside a loaf tin and then cook it in an oven. I've got the oven warming as well, so it's going to save a bit of time. You don't want to put a cake into a cold oven, that's for sure. So let me go and get my my cake tin, and now I can talk about the cooking time for you. Okay. Right, so I use these liners. They're just easy, and I get them from Poundland, so they don't cost the earth, but you can use just normal greaseproof paper or just grease the pan. It's better to use greaseproof paper, if I'm honest, because it's easy to get it out. And all I'm going to do is pour my mixture into my cake tin. And I'm going to try and make sure that my Rolos are spread out nicely. Now this isn't a quick cake, by the way, guys. This is going to need to go in the oven now, about 140 if you've got a fan assisted, 160 if you haven't, for about an hour and 10 minutes. So if you're thinking of having it for a special occasion, plan it in, because you're also going to need to allow for cooling time. It's a very rich cake. It's made even richer because it's got the Rolos in it. And what should happen is the chocolate from the Rolos will help melt into the chocolate, make it even more chocolatey, and then you've got the caramel bit as well. So it really is going to be a rich cake, and it's quite a lot. So I think you could probably, right, I'm going to say this very generously, because I could probably get about 16, 18 portions out of that if this was me. My hubby will probably get about 5. Oh dear, he does love his chocolate. As I said, you can leave the chocolate chips out if you think this is already chocolate overdrive. Then leave those out. If you wanted to, you could put some nuts in. I'll leave that to you. So I'm going to put that in probably the low shelf in my oven, and I'll show you when it's cooked. Right, here it is. Doesn't it look amazing? It has really risen and it smells absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to leave it now to cool, and then I'll take it out and leave it on a wire rack just to cool even further. And when it's cool enough, I will slice it and show it you. But oh gosh, my husband's going to be so happy when he sees this tonight. Right, so yeah, did you see it cooked there? Now for a moment of truth. And I don't know if you can see, just at the bottom there, I've got a little bit of caramel. That's the knife just going woo on the plate. So let me try it. That is so moist. That's only half a slice, by the way. Which, like I said, you can treat yourself. That is just, yeah, not bad. Right, I'm going to put that away, because that is seriously delicious. My husband is going to devour that. It'd be great warmed up with some ice cream, maybe, or just some cream, or just on its own with a nice cup of tea. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget you need to subscribe, get notifications, and give me a thumbs up. And today was the sad news that Prince Philip died, so just want to say that my heart goes out to their family. I did love him, he was so quirky, so God rest his soul. Alright guys, I will see you in my next video. You take care, look after yourselves, bye.